Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Headlines with Amr. Man, oh 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 man, is it great to be with you and to see each and every one of you. Today's Friday, January 23rd, and we are getting started with that headline, that one about María Machado, Venezuelan opposition leader, who gave her Nobel Peace Prize to none other than Donald Trump. Now, like a lot of you, I saw this headline and I thought to myself, why? This is an opposition leader. This is a representation of freedom and all the things that Trump doesn't stand for. Why would she do that? Does she think she's gonna curry favor with him? I mean, she could give him all her organs and he would still tell her to get fucked. Well, I did some cursory research and I discovered that according to major publications like Bloomberg, El País, and many others, María Machado is actually kind of a right-winger. Sure, she's pro-democracy, but she loves Donald Trump. She's a fan of foreign intervention. She's associated with people known as MAGA-Suelans. And so it makes a lot more sense and frankly is not really worth wasting an entire episode on. I wish her luck. Though I think she's gonna be in deep shit regardless. So go for it, guys. Why don't we move to a different topic, actually, now that that's settled? Which is, he accepted? Like, she said, hi, Donald Trump, I won the Nobel Peace Prize here. And he was like, he had the brutal insecurity to take her Nobel Peace Prize and be like, yeah, thank you. Look at his face. Look at his face. He couldn't be happier. I'm gonna have to put this in later. I hope it's gonna be over here. Where's the guy's self-awareness? I mean, not to mention he has no background in like the field or the realm or the skill of peace or peace building. Like, and I don't know when peace became a LinkedIn skill that you would need to endorse because that's fucking sick. But really, what is he gonna do with her Nobel Peace Prize? She might as well have given him her used tampon. I mean, what's he gonna do? Can I eat this? Like, what? And it gets worse, because then the Nobel, the eminent, unparalleled, incredibly impressive of all time Nobel Peace Committee, associated with names like Marie Curie, Albert Einstein, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, they had to say something. They had to get involved. I mean, these are people who spend their time with folks who do everything from create the polio vaccine to invite and kick out Pluto from our solar system every year. They had to get involved and say, I think, to paraphrase, they said something along the lines of, once a Nobel is announced, it cannot be revoked, shared, or transferred. Our decision is final. I hope you are not one of the people that was like, the Nobel Committee, they really gave it to Trump, huh? Did you see that? Because they didn't. We should not be living in a timeline where the word transfer and Nobel Prize are used in the same sentence. And frankly, what they did was they took their reputation and they pooped it right into the bowels of hell. And frankly, they ruined some of the little innocence and credibility and stability that I have left in my life. This is like finding out that Santa Claus wasn't real. This is like finding out that Cliff Huxtable is a rapist. And then Cliff Huxtable being found guilty of being a rapist, but then him somehow getting out of jail and never being held accountable for being a rapist. Also, duh! It's a Nobel Peace Prize. We're living in a world where I can't even walk into Costco with my dad's ID. Why would a Nobel Peace Prize be transferable? You don't need to tell us. You're just hurting your own reputation. That would be like if Argentina was like, hi, Chris Christie, you threw a baseball one time and we'd like to give you our World Cup trophy. And then on top of that, it would be like all of us waiting for FIFA to weigh in. Like, wait, did Chris win the World Cup? I don't know. Can FIFA? When is FIFA gonna weigh in on this? I need them to tell me. So I want to conclude with something. For anybody watching this show who gives two fucks about humanity, stop giving space and time and credibility to evil, idiotic, weak, racist losers. Just stop. Do not go back and forth with someone who is gonna try and tell you that Nicole Renee Good was gonna run over that ICE officer instead of what was very obviously happening. Do not go back and forth with people who still try to tell you that Eric Garner died because he was overweight rather than being choked to death by a police officer. Do not go back and forth with somebody who tries to justify the separation of a 6-year-old boy from his parents, being taken from his school, or another 6-year-old boy on the other side of the world being blown to bits during a supposed ceasefire. Don't go back and forth with these people, because you know what happens when good, smart, caring, loving people go back and forth with evil people? It results in the Nobel Committee stooping to the level of a McDonald's guzzling, hate-spewing, pedophile-protecting Nepo baby who has been punishing the whole entire world for decades for the love he never received from his dickhead parents. And you know what happens when you give a 6-year-old bully your lunch money? They just feel emboldened to ask for more. So, on that note, I want to thank everybody for watching this show. A little bit of housekeeping, which some people didn't catch. We are going bi-weekly in 2026, so I'll see you in 2 weeks. To those of you who checked in to say like, hey, where were you last week? Thank you. You made my heart swell, and I love you. And I also want to give a shout out to my dad, who gave me some great inspiration for today's episode. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.